naturally going to be light. If you start adding more weight to the head, then what's going to happen is you're going to start to affect the flex of the shaft. You're increasing the overall weight even more so. So the person may not feel that small difference in the two swing weight reduction just because of the heavier grip. So I typically just like to play those a little bit lighter, even though it's just lighter on the swing weight scale.
All right, Jim asks, what is the standard length of clubs? Different companies say one length, and another will say something else.
It's based on their shaft weights. Everybody's using that one chart I gave you, or showed probably in the middle of the webinar, where there's a specific head weight and a length associated with it. If the manufacturer's using graphite shafts, they may be altering it based on the balance point of the shaft and so forth. But it's everybody uses approximately the same formula, even though the numbers on the club, for example, like a 3-iron may be the same length as another company's 4-iron. That's just because the length or the weight of their heads are different.
Okay, Brian has a quick comment. Hey, thanks for upgrading the shopping cart so that I can go back and see what I have on order. No problem. Tim asks, some other brand clubs have hosel weight ports. Anything wrong with using hosel weights and shaft tips weights together?
I mean, you can. All they did was just hollow out an area below where the shaft seats were, material would have been there in the first place. I don't know how much weight you could put in there. Again, it's a way of matching. I've heard problems of getting the weight out if need be, because some of that's tungsten, and tungsten's hard to drill out. But it's another method of weighting a golf club, and it's perfectly fine.
Okay, James thanks you, says excellent job. Thank you, James, for coming. Is the chart available outside of this presentation? Yes, it will be on youtube.com/HirekoGolf and on our blog. Okay, just two more, Jeff. You mind?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Has the software which predicts swing weight been upgraded to include hybrids?
It's based on the head weight, so it's regardless of what it is. It should work exactly like it does with the irons on the swing weight module we have online.
Okay, and just two more, then we'll cut it off here. From Gary, what is your opinion on MOI matching compared to swing weight matching? You might have answered that to some degree.
Yeah, it's more, again, QC. I don't see it being more advantageous one way or another because the differences, in all honesty, are nominal. I think if, let's say you based it on a 7-iron, which you're trying to match, because that's so many people's favorite iron. Well, the wedges are naturally higher anyway by a couple points. That only means that the 3-iron or 3 hybrid is a couple points less, and most people don't have their tolerance for feeling swing weights plus or minus 2. So it's another way of matching, but don't think of it as the end-all, be-all. It's really no different than swing weighting, just a different fulcrum point on where we're basing our moments around.
Great. And this is the last question, a little bit detailed here. When dry fitting, how do you compensate for the loss in swing weight without butt trimming the shaft first? Simply using the for every 1/2 decrease in length equals loss of 3 points doesn't always work because the butt section weighs more than the rest of the shaft. Larger diameter, more material.
It's again the weight. You can nibble a little off. I'm not entirely sure why you're not getting that 3 swing weights unless you have a swing weight scale that has a hole in the butt end where the shaft is penetrating out, which is acting like a counterbalance. But it should work 3 swing weights per 1/2 inch because again, the weight of the shaft isn't contributing that much to the swing weight. It's really the head weight and how far it's positioned from the fulcrum point.
Great. Very detailed. Thank you, Jeff. That's a wrap, guys. Hey, thanks everyone for coming today. This has been our one of our most well-attended webinars. And anything more to add, Jeff?
Nope, that's it. Just, again, thanks for attending today.
Great. And go Bucks and have a great weekend.
Okay.
Bye-bye.